Hello, good evening. Welcome everyone to another episode with Swing Trader. Today I'm going to cover Tesla. There's a lot of great news, a lot of new stuff that is coming up, and also a really cool split that is going to happen. So I would love to go through with you today and go through the technical analysis on Tesla and really walk you through on how to read those charts so you can really make a better decision with investing and trading and trying to buy low and sell high if you are a trader or if you're a long time investor. Then really I want to teach you when to buy, and not that way you're not paying higher than what really you should be for any stock really. But today I'm going to cover Tesla because Tesla is a hot stock. It's definitely a great company. Elon Musk is a genius, and so you can never really go wrong with Tesla. So I'm really excited to go through that with you today, and I'll kind of walk you step by step. And so I'm going to start with, this is the daily candle. By the way, I'm using TradingView as a platform. I'm not affiliate with them or anything. It's just a platform that I use. I really love it. It's very user friendly and has a lot of really cool features that you can utilize and use. And so personally, I use it, and it just really does the job very well. And so this is TradingView. I do have some few indicators that I have listed here and here for me to help make a better decision when it comes to investing. And so I want to start with a couple of the basics here. So the blue line that you guys see right here, this is actually basically this is the, gosh, I can't even think now, but this is like, if I shorten it down, it's basically back down from April 7, 2020. And so this is a very support line that we want to make sure that we do not break below it. So we don't want to go anywhere below this blue line. If we do, that's where Tesla can be risky and potentially the price may drop a little bit further. So this is kind of my safety net for me to make sure that it stays above that. And as long as it stays above it on that trend line, then that is amazing. And I'm 100% sure, it's going to stay up here. But of course, nothing is guaranteed. So the really cool thing that I want to point out with TradingView also, it really gives you here everything you need to know. So the E stands for earning. So this is when the company will report their earning and revenue on a specific date. The S is very exciting. It's what's going to happen, and this is really going to happen actually next week on the 25th, where Tesla will go 3-to-1 split. So if you have one stock or one share of Tesla, that will become three after the 25th. So that is amazing. That is coming up here next week. And then again, the earnings. So it's really cool to see this. This kind of keeps you aware, you know what's happening, you know what's coming. And so this is really coming, and I really pay attention to this, because usually when a stock goes into a split, it's actually a positive thing for the company. And the reason why is because now, instead of the share being at $911.99 like it ended today, potentially it's going to be, three times cheaper than where it is. And so it is going to be a little bit more enticing for people to buy, or, per se, for people to own more shares. So it's really a positive thing when a company goes into a stock split. So it's really exciting news. If the stock price stays around the 900 range, that means Tesla after the 25th will be roughly around $300, which, man, if $300, that means there's going to be a lot of new buyers, a lot more volume, and obviously volume predicts price, and therefore it will move the price up. So please pay attention to next week, the 25th. It's going to be very crucial and very important. So we're going to do a quick technical analysis on this. So I'm using the daily candle right here. So every single candle means 1 day in the stock market. And so I'm going to kind of zoom in so we can really look at the chart closely. But before I do that, the reason why I have this white line right here is because if you guys remember back in November last year, that's when Tesla hit the all-time high of the 12, let's see, it hit 1217, or sorry, 1243, $1,243. And so that was the all-time high for Tesla. And anytime that you want to look into a trend line, you want to make sure that it's touching multiple candles, right? And so right here, it touched 1, 2, 3. So this is a very solid support line right here. And really what we want is obviously to break above it and for the candles to go through it. And if it does, that's obviously where the stock price will continue to go up. And so another thing that I want to point out, so this is the trend line, right? But also there's a W formation that is forming. So this is a really W formation right here. The W formation is a very positive trend, because usually what it does, and I'm going to kind of backtrack to show you what it does. So if you really think about how it works, the base of, let me actually draw it first. So the base basically of the W formation, if it breaks through it, is actually the price of potential where it could go. And so really, if it breaks that, we are looking roughly around the $1,248, so 1,248, which is exactly where it was, and actually slight higher. So this would be amazing if this W formation actually plays out, and it works out exactly what we were predicting, and it breaks that neckline. It will potentially hit that mark. So, and this is really, really cool if it does, because Tesla keeps hitting a higher low, right? Every time it's hitting a higher low. And the good thing, it has not broken down below this blue trend line down here, right? So as long as it stays above it, that's really positive. Another thing to keep in mind, I'm going to zoom in a little bit further. I use a stochastic very much actually on all my trading and all my stocks, because it's really, really powerful. And I'm going to show you kind of a proof of that. So anytime, and I'm going to use a brush here. So anytime you see the stochastic is above the dotted line here, I'm just going to do a big circle. Anytime that you see it right here, that means the actual stock is being overbought. Overbought means there's a lot of buyers, and it's just, unfortunately, it's top heavy. So if you notice, anytime that it's top heavy, the price is going to drop. So right here, if we're going to compare the top heavy, the price here was 1,201. And as soon as it hit the top, okay, drop down to right here, and the price right here was, the low was 829. So basically what we're saying is, you want to sell when it's above here. These are the positions when you want to get out, because that means it's overbought. Now watch this. Now below the dotted line is the exact opposite. So anytime that it's below the dotted line means that stock is being oversold. That means there's a lot more sellers than buyers. And that, my friends, is our entry point right here. So the only time, and I'm going to show you right now. So this right here means this red candle right here. And the price, the low was 886. Here, the price was right here. The low was 829. Here's the low. That was 782. Oh, actually, it's this one. It's $700. So you get where I'm going. So anytime that you see it that it's oversold on the daily candle, and I really use the daily candle because you get a lot of data. Obviously, you can do it on the 4-hour and the 1-hour window and all that, but in my experience, I really want to make sure that I'm not trading it on a daily basis, but yet I'm really holding it until it's overbought, and then I sell 50% of my holdings, or sometimes I sell 80% of my holdings. I will never leave Tesla ever, right? It's something that I'm going to hold very, very long term. But in the meantime, I don't want to lose money in the meantime, right? So that's the beauty of these charts and technical analysis, is you really learn how to not manipulate the market, not at all, but you're really using those to your advantage. So that way you are able to make a better financial decision. And so, yeah, this is really where you want to be buying. And this is the top here is where you want to be selling. Okay. Another thing that I like, and let's kind of backtrack of all these circles to make it cleaner. And then another thing here is volume, right? Volume predicts price. If you look at, let's see. So right here, it's actually pretty nice. So, Tesla is very, very consistent when it comes to volume. So to be honest with you, this doesn't really make a difference to me right now. But if you're looking for a stock that doesn't really move much, this would be a really good indicator to see when there's a higher volume than others. Now, obviously, there's other windows that you need to look at also to just make sure that you are looking still at the same. Nothing has changed as far as the prediction, or if you're doing your technical analysis. So on the 4-hourly, again, it looks like it is overbought, and it is actually a little bit heading down on the 4-hourly, which is okay. Let's look at the hour window. 1 hour actually was oversold right here, and now it's pointing up. But see, that's why I don't really use any other windows when I do my trading. I use the 1 day candles, because this will give you a better understanding of where really the stock is. So daily candle, it gives you a better idea. It gives you a cleaner picture. And also another thing to keep in mind, that kind of a philosophy that I really just learned throughout the last 3 years. I've been investing now for about 3 years. I've learned a lot through the last 3 years. I'm not a pro. This is not a financial advice, nor or I'm a financial advisor. This is just my prediction. I trade because I love doing it. I love doing the technical analysis. And honestly, it's something fun. Like I actually enjoy doing it. And guess what? I Why not make money with something that you enjoy doing? And so this is why I really do it. My philosophy when it comes to stock, nothing will ever go to the moon, right? And nothing will stay up to the moon. Everything is going to go up and down. Everything, has a low and has a high. And as long as you know when to get in and when to get out, yes, you're absolutely going to save and protect your capital. And I think that's the most important piece here, is to make sure that you are protecting your capital as much as possible. So thank you all for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and also all the notification. That way you can really get them all right away. Thank you again all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and let's all make money in the market. Peace.